Once upon a time, a homemaker named Beth, that's spelled B-H-E, baked a pan of lasagna for her children. Soon, they shared it with their BFFs, and it was so good that they soon convinced their mom, their best friend, to sell it to the public as Best Lasagna. Today, finally, for the first time, I will get to see how her lasagna is made. We're making the beef lasagna. Ito talaga yung isa sa pinakamasarap na beef lasagna na tikman ko.
Flagship actually. Simple lang naman. Ako kasi baliktad. So, I put the...
So, gisa-gisa muna tayo?
Yes.
Itong recipe na to, how did you develop it?
No,
Let's do
actually,
this.
I was the one introduced the lasagna sa kids ko. Kasi parang naisip ko, prate na lang spaghetti.
Okay. Because lasagna is not that easy to make.
Yes.
Diba? Mas matrabaho because
Yes,
well, this is just the first step of the process. We're making the sauce. And
Yes.
it's
Sauté lang.
a meat sauce, sauté. Ito pa lang, ang bango na kasi, di ba? Ang ganda na pagka-chop ng bawang, there's onions. So,
There is a saying na pagka sa bawang pa lang, pagka naaamoy mo siya na mabango, ibig sabihin, all throughout na lalabas niya, masarap yun.
welcome to the best. It's a long, long process. Making a lasagna is neither easy nor quick. Sautéing, stirring, layering, baking. Making a lasagna this good, it's a real commitment.
Nice color
What
na.
is your involvement in this? Like for example, if there are 20 orders for 20 pans of lasagna, are you there all the time for the layering? Talagang,
Yes, focus. Talagang supervise ko siya.
and if you're just gonna make one pan, how long is it from start to finish from scratch?
Almost 2 hours.
Almost 2 hours. So you can imagine if
for,
you're making
for sautéing,
yeah.
1 hour, and then layering, another 1 hour, then baking for 2 hours.
This lasagna has a secret sauce. Of course it does. It's a blend of spices and fresh, premium ingredients that only Beth knows.
Feeling talaga. The lasagna is feeling talaga, diba? So, all the meat, makikita mo in each layer.
Yeah. And what I love about Best Lasagna is, for me, no, I actually ration it. Ayoko siyang ubusin kagad. Kasi even after the first day, so sarap. Second day, parang mas magdidikit pa yung lasa. And I make it last up to 3-4 days. So the sauce is ready. The noodles are cooked. Becamel's ready. So all that's left is the layering. And I heard that there's a very specific process or procedure to this. I'll leave it up to her. How do we do it?
Okay. Sabi ko sa'yo, happy lang ako palagi pagka ginagawa ko yung lasagna. Okay. So first muna, yan. Yung this one.
Are you slowing down for the camera or ganito talaga ka-precise?
Oo.
Ganito talaga?
Ganyan talaga. Sometimes, talagang, sabi ko nga, happy lang.
Okay.
Enjoy lang. And then, yan.
How many layers is the lasagna?
4 layers.
The layering process is very precise and time-consuming. Secret sauce, al dente layers of lasagna sheets, bechamel sauce, layer after scrumptious layer until the pan is full. So, ganito lang yan, ha? Okay, chef's panty here. So, put it down gently. And then get the next one. Put it right next to it. Around 5 millimeters or pwedeng 10 millimeters apart. Just make sure that there's enough space in between the sides of the pan, okay? Ready na ang system. Okay. Then one more layer. Then you can adjust as needed. Because if you're working with a very OC chef, like the person beside me. After all that cooking, it's time for the oven, and then the work's not done. It's time for packing and delivering all over Metro Manila. Be, our homemaker turned lasagna entrepreneur, is fortunate that all her children, Lester, Chrissy, Kim, and Ennard, are all committed to helping out, in their mom's now very successful home business.
The two biggest critics of Beth are her children. Two of them, we're lucky to have them with us tonight, Kim and Leonard. What are your roles? Kasi she gets a lot of orders, or you all get a lot of orders. What's your role?
Me, I'm in charge of the social media aspects, and then Leonard here is the creative of Lasagna. He's in charge of the photos and then the editing. And then my brothers and sisters they're usually the errand people.
Okay, you are in your 20s. You're college graduates, yet you still find the time to focus and help your mom. Why is that?
But as her kids, parang she found her passion. And then we're happy that whenever she cooks food, she's also happy. So as part
Best Lasagna now has 4 flavors. Premium beef. Think of your classic meaty spaghetti sauce taste. Chunky chicken, reminiscent of chicken a la king. Hearty veggie, which for me tastes like a quiche. And fourth and newest, the Cajun, which has a kick from the Death by Chili hot sauce.
The beauty of Best Lasagna is its consistency. It never changes. Kung gaano siya kasarap, noong 2014, 4 years later, it's perfect. You want to pause and just, wow, that was a good bite. And after you swallow it, you just want to let the flavors linger a little bit in your mouth. Kasi masarap talaga. There are now 4 variants. What is the next one?
The next one is the chunky chicken. This is cream base.
And it's really chunky. When you slice into it, may resistance because
Yes.
the chicken is really chunky.
Chunky.
So you will not really get a straight slice. So let me try this. This is like a chicken a la king. This is like a really
kinda,
good
kinda.
chicken a la king.
Yes, yes.
That's what I'm getting in lasagna form.
Yeah.
And very filling because the chicken bits are really chunky. Okay, next.
Vegetable lasagna.
What are the vegetables here?
Broccoli, cauliflower, squash, carrots, spinach,
Right?
corn kernel.
And here's what it tastes like. You know what? It tastes like a garden salad, right? Because you're getting the crispness
Yes.
of the vegetables,
Yes.
and a little cream, which is essentially acting like the dressing. And you're getting all of these different textures and flavors from all the different vegetables, the fresh vegetables.
fresh.
Take note that you're using, so that the binder, in this case, the lasagna sheets, they actually take on a life of their own as like another texture in the vegetable. Diba? Ang galing. The newest lasagna that you have,
It's the Cajun.
Okay.
beef, Premium beef.
it's the Cajun. So it's very New Orleans. It's as the name implies, it's very spicy.
Spicy. Then savor it, and then there you go. The pasabog.
First?
Yeah.
What do you taste first? You taste this. You
Yes.
taste the classic
Yes.
beef lasagna of Best Lasagna. Slowly, it builds. But it's not an overwhelming spiciness. The finish, as you're swallowing it, as you're savoring it, there's a little kick.
Yes.
Lasagna is so good when enjoyed with loved ones. And when it's made with love, lasagna simply becomes the best.